I'm here on Zoom with the very talented Rob Mills.
Hi there.
And hi, Rob, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good here in Queensland. You're in Melbourne,
Yeah.
which
COVID
is
free. COVID free.
COVID free. It's fantastic. And
Yeah.
yeah, good. It's good because I know you had a little case there, which, but it's all gone.
Look, it's did we
I know.
please don't shut the borders. I want to come up there soon.
I know.
I don't want to quarantine. I'd love to come up and do the show up there. So please don't shut the borders.
No, we're not. We are not going to shut the borders on you because we really want you desperately here. Which is one show I am not going to miss. Chess, the musical.
Yeah.
You know.
It's back. It's the 80s blockbuster that you know and love. I'm pretty sure everyone had a copy of this cassette, the CD,
Yeah.
maybe even or at least the record.
I'm sure you
Um,
can find them at your local op shop somehow.
For sure. I mean, it was a smash hit, worldwide #1 album for months on end.
Yeah.
A couple of bangers on there. One Night in Bangkok. Oh, what a song! I mean, it's a great pop track. It always reminds me of sort of that era. It really encapsulates that era of like Murray Head and that sort of speak singing and the music that talk about pop music, talk about pop music. It's got that kind of pop vibe. I mean, of course they're going to write pop music. The guys who wrote the musical were Benny and Bjorn from
Yes,
ABBA,
from ABBA.
who like
And Tim
what did they
Rice.
write? Something like 50 bangers for ABBA.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not just talking about like songs, but I'm talking about absolute hits across decades. So those guys have done they did an incredible job back in the day. It was the first sort of foray out of ABBA. It was the first thing that Sir Tim Rice did outside of Andrew
Yes.
Lloyd Webber. So
Yes.
that sort of, I don't know, combination of incredible talent puts you with a really incredible show. And
Yeah.
then I should add, that our director Tyran Parke has seen, I don't know, I think he said over 50 productions of chess over the last 30 years or so. So he
Wow.
has found out what the best bits are from the show, what we need to keep, what needs to get cut. So he's done a full sort of rewrite of the show. Songs have
Wow.
moved around, some songs have been cut,
Yeah.
lyrics have changed, parts have been built. Walter has a bit more of a presence in the character that I play, has a bit more of a presence in this production, which is great for me. But yeah, so the combination of Benny and Bjorn, Tim Rice, and Tyran Parke, I think it's an award-winning combination.
It sounds like it, and you've got a great sort of lineup of other cast. You know, two
Oh,
of my favourite female singers. My God, Natalie. Or, you say the last one.
Bassingthwaighte, yeah,
Bassingthwaighte. Thank you. Oh,
and Paulini
and Paulini. Yeah,
is sensational in this show. We haven't been on stage together since Idol, since the concert
that's
tour
right. That's
back in
exact.
2004,
I
the
know.
tour. But I have seen her in what did I see her in? The Bodyguard. She was
Oh,
sensational.
she was. I saw that twice. She was
Wasn't she great?
just. She owned that. You know, to
Mm.
do something of that part. Boy, that is some hard songs there. But my
Yeah.
God, she did it. She
She's
rocked it.
incredible. She's equally spectacular in this production.
Mm,
And also, I should point out, yeah, Alex Lewis really brings the house down at the end of Act One with Anthem. Yeah, just what a powerful,
yeah.
beautiful voice. He's like an exceptional tenor, toured all around the world. Um, with his voice and his acting capabilities, he's incredible. Speaking of opera singers, Eddie, who plays Molokov in the show, and I will always get Eddie's last name wrong. It is a Samoan name, and I always get it wrong. Anyway, he is one of the loveliest humans. We have a lot of laughs on stage, a lot of laughs off stage. We're not meant to probably have as many laughs on stage, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, we are sort of. I'm the US delegate, and he is the Russian delegate. So we're meant to sort of clash
Yeah.
a bit.
Clash.
But
Yeah.
I can't help but laugh or smile when I see his face. He's a beautiful man, and he has one of the
Uh,
greatest voices ever. And speaking
uh,
of great voices, Mark Furs, who you'd know
yes.
probably from back in the day of Home and Away,
Yeah.
but he's been a rock singer and been in numerous bands around the world for the last sort of 10 years or so.
Yeah.
Most recently, you would have seen him on The Voice.
Yeah.
But before that, is established himself as one of the best sort of rock singers
Yeah.
in the world, I think.
Yeah.
And his acting capabilities, his acting is divine. He's sensational.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really outstanding cast, and Britt does a really great job as the arbiter as well. She's got a really tough role, sort of the overseer of the whole show. She's sort of like the moral compass of the show, which is great. And I love the fact she does it in a bit of an Australian accent, which is great as well.
Oh my God. And plus you've got a 25-piece band?
Yeah, we had a huge orchestra.
It's just
so horns,
I know.
reeds, brass, strings, huge percussion. Plus, of course, there's the rock guitar and bass as well. But it's the strings for me. I didn't realise how much of the musicality or so much of the emotion. I mean, we all know this about strings, but I didn't realise how many sort of parts that they'd written into this production. It really is beautiful. It's moving. It's almost like a classical piece at times.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a rock opera, but yeah, there's so many moments. There's a great moment at the end where Alex and Nat are singing the sort of final. I won't give away the storyline, but they're singing sort of like the final song of the show.
Yeah.
And I'm standing above, right where the strings are on stage, and I'm just overwhelmed every night just how beautiful they play. And as I said, the score of this musical is really moving. It's really beautiful.
Wow, that's amazing. Tell me, do
the
you?
Choir. I should also point out there's also a massive choir as well.
I know. It's massive.
I'm not sure who it is in Queensland. We had the kids from BCA here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And in every city, we're picking up a new choir. I think it's great. It's great for young performers. So that I imagine there'll be students again. I hope so. Anyway, so it's their sort of first go at being on stage.
I'm sure there will be a showcase.
Working with professionals, working with an orchestra, working with a incredible music team in David Piper and Martine. So it's it'll be their first sort of foray into being a part of a big stage show. I only wish we were just running a bit longer, to be honest.
I know it's like only 4 shows with the and that's matinees. So 2 days would.
I feel like it's very opera. The opera singers only ever do 4 shows, so I'm like, maybe I'm an opera singer now. I'm not.
No, you're pretty versatile, Rob.
Thank you. I like to joke about it with Eddie down backstage. That I'm now an opera singer. I only do 4 shows a week. I'm such a diva.
The Pavarotti is wanting to come out, is it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the wrong show. That's a different show.
Okay. Well, you've just apparently smashed Melbourne, and you're on your way to Adelaide, which
we open in Adelaide. I think in a couple of weeks. I leave Sunday week. We go to Adelaide. It'll be the first time that I've performed. First time I performed in the new Majesty's Theatre. So I performed at the final concert there. It was sort of like a farewell concert. There's a huge lineup of stars that night, and I was lucky enough to be asked to go along and do a little number.
Yeah.
Got dragged into Meow Meow's cabaret thing with Tim Rogers. That was super fun.
Yeah.
And had a really lovely night drinking wine with Nancy Hayes. It was great.
Oh my God! What a legend!
It was one of the best nights. Ali McGregor was there. My friend Johanna Ellen. It was a really fun night. It was a really sort of beautiful moment to be part of this sort of end of an era for this Her Majesty's Theatre in Adelaide. But now it'll be the first time that I've been back in Adelaide on that stage. But the theatre's been completely revamped. New seating, more seating, I think, in different sort of backstage areas and everything. They've spent millions and millions of dollars on it. So looking forward to getting there, and then back to Perth, and then we're at
Brisbane.
Then we come over to Brisbane.
Yeah, the concert hall. One of my favorite. Yeah, QPAC. Yeah, I was just at QPAC last night for for another show called the Drummer Queens. And
the Drummer Queens.
Yeah,
that's Joe Acaria's show.
Yes, do you know? Yeah.
That show.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was a full house of excitement last night, and I tell you what, I've never heard so much drumming. It was.
That's what Joe does. That's what Joe does. Like storytelling through percussion. Oh, it's so good.
There were some amazing moments in that show, for sure. And I spoke to Joe yesterday, and yeah, he needs to be applauded.
Oh yeah, he's a superstar. That guy. He just has crazy ideas and goes, "We're going to get it done." He's he's a beautiful man with a sort of a genius creative mind, I think.
Yeah, well, he's done something spectacular there. So, QPAC is where you're coming with chess. And I think that's going to be a sellout within a blink,
I think it's almost sold out. Melbourne sold out so fast.
Yeah.
People are calling me for tickets, and I just kept saying, I don't have any. There are no tickets. The producer doesn't have any. He's given away his allotted amount. Yeah, they went really fast. And are we at 100% capacity in Queensland?
Yes, we are. 100%? Yeah,
great.
No masks. No, it's
what a time.
Yeah, unless we. I won't even say it.
Tell me more of this paradise, right? of this utopia that you speak of.
Yes, come to the Sunshine State. We have football stadiums, full.
We've got plenty of sunshine here. Well, actually, no, we don't.
No, you don't. You're overcast. You're dreaming.
That's right. Oh, you got my washing in there now. So
we don't want to see the undies, Rob. Or do we?
Just some socks and jocks. It's nothing fancy.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's nothing fancy.
Unless.
But yeah, looking forward to be back on tour. But yeah, I've got to say, to be back on stage after last year was really. I had the adrenaline pumping the opening night.
Yeah.
During the rehearsals, we only had a week and a half of rehearsals. Everyone was off book, just really like smashing this one out.
Yeah.
So basically, we've done 4 dress rehearsals. By the time we get to Brisbane, we'll be bang on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I remember being on stage and just almost having like a little freak out moment. Like the adrenaline was rushing so hard because it's been so long since I'd been on stage and doing it. I mean, I'd been on stage talking as Rob Mills, but not as a character. And you're only a small cog in a very big machine in a musical. Lots of different parts make up the whole thing. So you don't want to stuff up. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss the train when it goes past.
Yeah.
Or else everything goes horribly wrong. You got to get on that train and you got to hold on.
Yeah.
In rehearsals, I remember coming home from the rehearsals saying to my partner how. I think I've forgotten how to do it.
To your partner? Okay.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Since I've done some. I did Neighbours last year. I shot a few weeks of Neighbours. My character went back, which was super fun. But it's even then that's different because you're like, oh, sorry guys, stuff that. Let's just take 2, go again.
No, exactly.
You just got to go straight through. Yeah, you really got to know your stuff, be on it. And I got to say, it's not just the star power of this show. They're all incredible singers, actors, but our ensemble, some of the hardest working, most sensational humans I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
They're the way that they move on stage, the way that they've got so much to do, and they learn all this stuff in literally 2 weeks. They are just. Yeah, if I tried to get a gig like this, if I was their age trying to get work now, there's no way I would be able to get work because these guys are just so good at what they do.
Yeah,
the future is bright for musical theatre in Australia.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's sort of like I'm sure again in the COVID sort of thing, there must have been a lot of reflection about what you would probably want to do. Is there a goal list and a bucket list for you over the next, even over the next 5 years? Have you?
Speaking of 5 years, I think I'd like to do the last 5 years again. I did it a few years back. Oh, it's probably 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
In Sydney. I don't know if I'm too old to play that role. But that's a show I'd love to do again. It's got a beautiful score. It's a 2-hander. It's really. Just a beautiful story. I love the music in that Jason Robert Brown musical. But as far as shows go, really, I'm sort of working on my own stuff at the moment, working on a one-man show. Which is, and I suppose the time in lockdown last year in Melbourne, I miss entertaining. I really miss.
Yeah.
There's a thing that I was talking to Bobby Fox about this. We were doing a little Christmas gig together, just a Zoom gig from my place, and we were talking about when you perform, you're filling other people's cups. You fill up the cup. But it's actually when we fill up other people's cup. That's what fills our cup, performance. And it's not an ego thing. It's just I get joy out of knowing that I don't know, told a story or sung a song that people have felt good about. You know, I don't feel good about me singing on stage. I feel good because you feel good. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
And by not doing that, all of last year, almost, well, pretty much,
Yeah.
there was definitely some sort of downtime and some sad moments throughout it, but I think it's definitely cemented the fact that I love entertaining, love making people happy, and wanting people to get out and enjoy the arts, get to enjoy any kind of arts, like whether it's a concert, a theatre show, or it's an art exhibition, or it's the arts that really helps expand your mind.
And it does,
and learn more about yourself and learn more about others. And I think no better format does that than musical theatre.
Yep.
But I think I've realised that's definitely my true purpose, is to keep doing that, to keep storytelling.
Well, I think there is a huge appetite for, entertainment, and, and now that, it's almost like
Everyone's
everything.
clocked Netflix. We've seen everything. We've seen every show.
Oh, haven't we just? I am so tired of Netflix. And
do you notice? Probably I noticed it more so in Melbourne. I went and saw the comedy festival here last month. Saw a bunch of shows, and it was whether you recognise it or not, but I feel like it's sort of intrinsic, or it just sort of falls over you. But it's experiencing something with others around you. There's something really special about that.
It is.
It's not something that you can get through watching Netflix. It's not something you can get through, watching TV and talking about it the next day. But
human energy.
Together.
It's human energy, isn't it, Rob?
We missed that. We missed that in Melbourne. We missed it across the country. I know we're missing it right around the world at the moment. And how lucky are we that in Australia that we are one of the only countries that is still running live theatre that people can actually go to.
Yep.
So I honestly think that's why the arts and theatre will continue forever, because whether you realise it or not, it makes you feel good. It's not a selfish thing, but collectively we feel better when we're experiencing things together.
Yeah, that is so spot on. Yeah. Now I want to sort of nearly conclude our chat today with asking you, what are the 5 most important things in your life, and what are the 5 things that really irk you, piss you off, so to speak?
All right. Let's start with the bad things, and I'll finish with the good stuff.
Okay, that sounds like a good roll.
The things that irk me, really slow walkers in the city.
Oh, really?
When I say slow walkers, I just mean people that are on their phones and they just...
Yes.
Like, look up. The world is out here.
Exactly.
Put your phone down. Experience it.
I'm with you on that one.
That sort of goes into the next one, which is like people that on their phones when you're at a cafe with them, like people that take their phone. Like, we've chosen this time to have a chat together, experience this moment. You're choosing to escape on your phone. So I think mobile phones probably just in general. Another thing where people get angry when they're in their car, like if you bump into someone on the street, just as a human to human, you're like, oh, sorry, mate, sorry about that, sorry.
Yeah.
But if you do it in your car, it's like, oh my God, you're the worst person ever. Something about, we have this shell around us when we're in a motor vehicle that, I don't know, we don't have the rest of the world. It's just us, and it's the selfish existence in this car. I don't know why we do that. Another pet hate, probably. The world's pretty good. Like, we're very lucky. I don't really, even last year, like, just people being inconsiderate of others. I think there's probably one thing I don't really like. Like lack of manners.
Yeah.
That annoys me. It doesn't take much to say please and thank you.
Yes.
To be courteous to others, to be kind.
Yes.
That's probably it for the stuff that I don't like. Oh, don't like it when my partner washes the clothes, where she doesn't sort them. It's infuriating. For all those out there, just your whites go here, colours go here. Like just mix. Like just, I just realised that could be taken out of context. Make sure I'm talking about washing machines and washing. I'm not going back to the 1960s in America. All right, so just so we're clear. Okay, great. Quality. But not for your washing. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Things that I like, that I think that are great, my favourite things: food, experiencing food together, experiencing adventures together with people. Like, as I said, going to see a concert, going to see a theatre show, going to do an art exhibition with people en masse. I think that's great. Something that we couldn't do last year that we sort of took for granted.
Yeah.
I really like exercise, makes me happy. So I've just been back running again lately. I've got my body right and I'm running again.
And you've just shaved your beard off, I've heard too.
Just shaved my face. I've been getting all sleek so I can run faster. I don't know. But yeah, exercise, whether it's any kind, I love it. Sometimes I run with a podcast. Sometimes I run, like last night I went for a jog just to clear my head. I ran 5Ks and just thought about all the things that are happening in the world. My mate said this to me many years ago. When you go for a run without headphones, no distractions, no nothing, it's just good thinking time. Super important to think about your own thoughts and how you feel and what's going on in the world. And he likened it to, like, imagine all these folders and files all just scattered all around the room, and then when you run, by the end of it, you've grabbed all those files and put them in the filing cabinet and then just close the door. So you still have the same amount of files and stuff. They're all still the same amount of thoughts. Maybe you've thrown some in the bin, Marie Kondo that, don't need that. But everything is back in order.
Yeah.
By the end of the run, you're like, oh, yeah, same stuff, but just now it's away and it's,
it's contained. Yeah.
So exercise, I think exercise does that for me. That makes me happy. Food, playing music, singing, having a laugh. I think definitely having a laugh makes me happy. Hanging out with people who make me laugh.
Yes.
That's super important.
Yes.
I don't know. Coffee makes me happy.
Oh, tall coffee.
Cinnamon makes me happy. I can see her just coming on now.
Yeah. Ah, yes, she is. No, it's fantastic. Well, thank you. I think I'm happy that I have had a fantastic chat with you, and I can't wait to see you in Brisbane. So
can't wait.
If anyone can get a ticket, it's on 8th to the 10th of June, Concert Hall at QPAC, Brisbane. So we'll see you then, Rob.
You don't want to miss this. It literally will be a once-in-a-lifetime production of Chess. I'll finish with this. So Chess was a cast album in 1984. It went on the West End in 1986, and then it went to Broadway a few years later, but it was a different version. They changed some of the words, they changed some of the lyrics. This is the best bits of all those shows, plus with a really keen, conscious eye on what's been happening in the world the last couple of years as well.
Yeah.
So it's still definitely set in the 80s, but with as I said, a conscious eye or a conscious moral compass of what's been actually happening in the world in the last sort of 20, 30 years. So it's now, it's really important. I think it's a really important story for everyone to see, but also come and see it for just grandeur. And a massive orchestra. Usually in a musical, you might get 9 or 10 pieces, 10-piece band. Everything's on track or on keyboards. This is the actual live instruments. The musicians on stage with the choir. And with an incredible cast. So I'm very lucky to be a part of this one, and I hope everyone can get along to it. And also, it's only 4 shows, so don't miss it.
I know. It's only 4 shows. That's exactly right. All right. Have a magical day, and have a great season. I know.
I know. Enjoy this overcast day. That'd be great.
That's all right. We got sunshine here. We got absolutely beautiful. Nice sunny day.
What was it? Yeah, lovely one day, perfect the next, something like that. Beautiful one day, perfect the next. I can't wait to get up there, get myself some sunshine, get some sun on this face. Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to see you, Rob. We'll see you then. Okay. Ciao.
Thanks for the chat.
Ciao.
Ciao.